Kani kedai ke Batisi TV, bat pidang pet ya ke kubur baman kasni, belawan rasa pi da ke rupa, ringkat bat ke orange Nissan, lom sokpo near Fire Brigade Shillong.
New Nissan Kicks. Bookings open now.
Kajing Yelang Jong ke Kunhon, Menteri Kepala Long hak Arfsan Tarik Urisau Arjar Khat Kendai, hadian kajing ya Thirsani Bha, kelawan rakyat kajing penbaik temai, hak excise rules, nak bentaban penkiu ya kajing lum khajna jong ke Sorkar jela. Menteri Rangba ke Jelau, Konrad K. Sangma, hak kajing ya keren bat kilat patai kubor, hak Arfsan Tarik Urisau Arjar Khat Kendai, hadian balawai kajing Yelang Jong ke Kunhon Menteri, ulai itu badagani kajing on rakyat kajing penbaik temai, hak excise rules, lakmi lenti bak Sorkar kan yok lum khajna, kumbah nyo haduk praklor tengka hak sisnem.
Basically, what we have done is that, as you're aware, that there are 7 categories of for the different brands and categories of IMFL. So we have simply recategorized the categories by reducing the value of the cost price of the of per case basis. So, for example, in a deluxe prestige brand, the categorization used to be per case 885 rupees to 1285 rupees. So that cost price was categorized as a deluxe brand. Now we have reduced that to a 701 rupees to 920 rupees for the deluxe prestige brand. So the idea being, as I said, is to reduce the cost price and include certain brands in certain categories. I can read out the whole thing, but it will be quite exhaustive. But the idea being that with that recategorization, we have also changed the rates of the ad valorem, which we charge to the different categories. And because of this rationalization that we have done between the categorization and the ad valorem rate, we will see that there will be an increase in the revenue of amounting to anything between 7 to 8 crores annually. And this is one of the exercises, part of the exercises to ensure that the state's revenue goes up. And so this is one of the exercises we have started in the excise department, which will be followed by many more other exercises. Annual revenue, with just this one move that we're doing, we expect it to increase by 7 to 8 crores by this very simple move. As I said, there will be many more other such moves that we'll be doing.
Kajing Yelang Jong ke Kunhon Menteri Kepala Long hak Arfsan Tarik Urisau Arjar Khat Kendai, kalaya Thirsani Bha Shwaban Wanra, ya kajing penbaik temai, Halor ke Meghalaya Resident Safety and Security Act Arjar Khat Nriau, kenang ban penrungi ya ki kendon ain jong ke airline permit, kumbala dawa de ki seng balang beper ke jelam Meghalaya. Menteri Rangba ke Jelau, Konrad K. Sangma, habakren syakilat patai kubor, hadian balawai kajing Yelang Jong ke Kunhon Menteri, ulai itu, ba ya kajing penbaik temai ban penrung hapo jong ke Meghalaya Resident Safety and Security Act Arjar Khat Nriau, la IT syakatanat ke badai pek, kenang bakan bisyar benia ben pabin, syuaban wanra biang, ha kajing Yelang Jong ke Kunhon Menteri ke ban Salong Shen.
The amendments to the Meghalaya Residency and Safety and Security Act 2016. This was also brought to the cabinet today. It was discussed at length, and many of the amendments that were proposed were discussed in detail, and the necessary changes which the cabinet felt needs to be put in, those changes have already been have been proposed, and those amendments and those changes in this new amended act will now be changed by the concerned department, and it will be placed back in the next cabinet, where we will be passing the Meghalaya Residency Safety and Security Act, the amended version. The objective has always been to protect our people, and we are all trying to find ways and mechanisms and come out with laws and systems in place that will ensure that there's a protection for the state and its people. And ILP is one of the mechanisms that people feel may work, but it is not the only mechanism, and there can be different mechanisms that can be put in place, and different laws. The people and the constitution has given the power to the state to create those laws, and that is what we are saying, is that if there can be a law which can be made by us to achieve the same objectives that the ILP is the people who are proposing the ILP is proposing to achieve, and without going to Government of India on this issue, I think keeping it in the state and trying to achieve the goal would be a much more simpler solution, because we'll be able to achieve it At the same time, we'll be able to do it in a much more simpler manner, and that's really what we're trying to say. So yes, we are with them in terms of the objective, but the way we will do it is something that I think should be discussed, and which we're doing with everybody, and formulating laws which will achieve the same goal at the end of the day.
Ka Sorkar jela ka Ladep Pynkhreh ya ki jubab Halor ki khatsan Tylli ki jingkeli balabu daga Ministry of Home Affairs haga bay debat ka jingterwa ban wanra ya ka jingpen bay thamai haga khernit ka ban rieu jong ka riti sensyar ka ri India. Menteri Rangba ke Jelau Konrad ke Sangma haga jing ekren bat kilat patai kubor haga arfusan terik urisau arjar khat khandai hadien balawai ke jing elang jong ka kenhon menteri ulai thu bak ka komiti bala khli da menteri ke tanat District Council Affairs u James P ke Sangma kala dep ban syong ye ke jing elang bat ki kenhon bo pher shwa ban ra ya kane ka kam sha ka standing committee bala thung da ka yeng dorbar Rajya Sabha bat sha ka Ministry of Home Affairs jong ka Sorkar India. Hagabaya Daypat bat gajing dawa jong Meghalaya Indigenous Tribal Constitutional Rights Movement kabalong ka kunhun kiseng balang bat ka senjuk kinong sensyar sinong ban wengno ya ka kentien unrepresented tribes na gajing turwa ban penbait thamai ya ka kernit ban riu Menteri Rangba ulaya thu ba gajing yalang jong ka kunhun menteri kalai kren sani bha Halor kaniru ka banta.
As you're aware that the committee headed by the DCA minister had exhaustive discussion with different stakeholders in order to take this matter up at a level of the standing committee as well as the Home Ministry at Government of India. And you are aware that last week I also had a meeting with the Honorable Home Minister, where I had briefed him on the concerns of the state and its people regarding the new amended bill that has been placed of the 6th schedule. And based on that, the different points that were brought in by the committee that was headed by the DCA member, those points were discussed in the cabinet. There was a long questionnaire that was given by Government of India, and there was a long questionnaire that was given by the MHA, and we have replied to that questionnaire. The reply to that questionnaire has been prepared, and that is what also was discussed in the cabinet today, so that we can be sure about all the aspects, and accordingly all those changes were made, and we will be sending the reply to MHA also.
Menteri Rangba ulaya thuru baka Sorkar jela kala kren syai naduk ka sedang baya ka isu jong ka Citizenship Amendment Bill arjar khat riu kadai ka badon kam ya ka Sorkar India bandaya selok bat barok kiliang shwaban shim ya kano karai.
It's obviously this has been our stand from day one, that CAB issue is something that needs a lot of consultation. It's not just at the state level, but we need to ensure that even Government of India, which is really, is the Home Ministry is a department, and it's Government of India that is pushing this. It is important that Government of India has consultations with all different stakeholders. And I had mentioned this to the Honorable Home Minister, and I've also expressed this to the media about my discussion with him. And he has agreed that yes, he will be meeting different organizations, and he is ready to consult and ready to talk to different organizations, political parties, and share and discuss with them about this entire scene.